This isn't my first rodeo. Every time, whenever I'm about to shift or manifest, some bad shit always happens. When it is going to my desired reality or any other world in the multiverse, things I've experienced are whereabouts of people I talk to go unknown, getting ghosted, having a fallout with someone, or just any other unpleasant situation in general. Even something little as getting into trouble at work. I've also had family crash out on me. I've had them crash out on me for literally no reason. But I've noticed a constant cycle that usually happens before something good happens to me. I'm not going to sugarcoat anything. It is asked that this is how we gotta pay our dues, but the reason behind isn't actually as black and white as you think. These things aren't happening because you're a bad person or doing anything wrong. None of that. It's just a crisis that happens in the transition state before your new reality comes to you. Unfortunate events are a way to detox all of your bad frequencies so you can freshly connect with better ones in a clean slate. Whatever good things you already have are going to be perfected, and things or people that aren't healthy for you are going to be purged from your life. You've also gained extreme realizations and see their true colors, then learn things about them that you probably didn't and don't want to know. In terms of what you'll experience is all person specific. Maybe it could be unique situations, like, I don't know, you getting evicted from your apartment, but unintentionally manifest winning the lottery on that same day. Now that is very over the top, but not impossible scenario. But I'm going to use my own, as they are more of everyday things that happen in the real world. Earlier in the year, my household was literal hell, as my family were fighting a lot and bringing me into the middle of it. I stayed locked in though, but it was truly messing with my frequency balance and mental health. I was also disowned by one of my role models and being treated like dirt at work. But I was just always thankful for the great things I did have, despite things looking shitty on the surface. It made me feel uneasy and very scared, but I stayed fighting. This was all from January to September. In late September, once I manifested my new car. I'm not gonna lie, every day I keep thinking about how it cured all my problems. My family stopped arguing, which pretty much ended the crisis. Then, not too long after, my toxic ex boss was gone, and now I finally know how to get myself out of retail. I know what I want to do with my life, finally. We'll come back to that part later. But although me and my role model failed to reconcile, not my fault. It truly isn't something that is worth dwelling over because I'm actually surrounded by people who legit care about me and are ones I actually want to be around with. My three very good friends are, let's just say their names are Fatty and Ray. Those two guys are mutuals, and we're all a trio. And my last, but not least, good friend is Luke. Ray and Fatty are the ones I ate Brazilian food with, went to the casino with, the spiritual convention where I initiated the inclusion of reality shifting, and the gentlemen's club. Yeah, I'm in a situation where I can't say the place I went to out loud, but the STRIP club. I remember that day very vividly, man. It was one of, if not my favorite days of the year, because it was a day of fun, well earned, after all the shit life threw at me. That day, too, basically confirmed that I'm entering the next level of my spiritual awakening. After that day, I went on to have multiple shifts to other dimensions, which is confirmation I'm closer to my desired reality too. The thing to never forget, guys, is reality shifting does have links to manifestation. One person can make a difference? Nah, fuck that. One material item can make a difference. A huge difference. Even though I spent half the year paying my dues, the major part about me is I have grit. I stayed hungry, resilient, and showed Jesus and every dumbass mortal out there, including all of his followers, that I'm not one to be fucked with. I affirmed things were okay, even though during times when I felt like it wasn't. Then reality made me live things that confirmed that to be true. The way I also see my desired reality is even way more healthy, as I don't see it as a place to flee, but a world I'm gonna reincarnate to, voluntarily, on my own terms. I've accepted that no matter what, when I'll be there, technically already am, I'm gonna be there forever. It is my heaven and home. I am not defined by just one 3D. Here, I am a fifth dimensional being. I ain't done yet. In fact, let me share something else with you. I even noticed my problems, cause we're human guys. We are always gonna have them. But they are way more minor than they were earlier in the year and the ones prior. Because that's the thing, guys, is even though things may be better now than they were 6 months ago, at the end of the day, I still have imperfections. Even some of those issues, one of them being family, that is still carried over to this day. There's still conflict and everything in my household. But even though you can't get rid of those things fully, you can always decrease the amount of time it happens. I didn't get accepted for a job I wanted the first time, but it wasn't really anything that I did. It was just qualifications that couldn't move me forward. Not malice from them, but I'm working towards that. Like I said, I'm currently studying for 2 state tests that hopefully I'll pass to make me eligible. But I'd rather have this problem. I wouldn't even call it that, but it's just the best universal term, I guess, than refereeing my family fights or deal with fake ass people. In terms of how to get rid of the uncomfortable transitional state, the only answer to that is you can't. It is inescapable and you have to face it until it completes. Even after it completes, it won't go away fully. And that's the thing too about this world and this fake current reality is there's always going to be imperfections that are never going to get rid of. You got to let the universe cook if you want the good things. And even so, all of them are not guaranteed to come to fruition. Maybe like half the list. Because let's just say, for example, if you have 50 things you want to manifest. Yeah, some of those things from that checklist, maybe like only like 20 might come true. 30, 25. I don't know, all that's subjective. But regardless, it is going to work. But you're not going to see the rainbow without going through the storm first. Now they are exceptional cases with outliers who might see things complete within a day, a week, or a month if something really good happens to them, like winning the lottery, or of course, shifting first try. Wish that can be me. But for some of us, including myself, it doesn't happen instantly. Which is fine because the end result is still the same. I'm gonna wake up and end up in my desired reality. We all walk differently, but the destination is the same for everyone. And the other thing I want to add is if you want to see things change for the better, you have to be willing to initiate, be criticized, go from giver to taker, and be the villain in someone else's story. The reason why I'm telling you guys this is because I want to see you all succeed, because I know you watch so many people that bluff to the fucking max, to the point where you're just spinning your wheels, which I don't want for you. I want all of us to fucking blow up in 2026. And the icing on the cake is going home to our desired reality.